In the Bible, we see that the law of Moses is in fact a curse upon mankind because nobody was actually able to keep that law perfectly. If we go to the book of Nehemiah, chapter 10, verse 29, it tells us that the Jews walked willingly into this curse, which is the curse of the law. In Daniel 9:11, it tells us that the curse of the law was poured out upon them because they in fact did not keep it. Now, if we go to Galatians chapter 3, verses 10 through 13, it says, "For as many as are of the works of the law are under the curse. For it is written, Cursed is everyone that continueth not in all the things which are written in the book of the law to do them. But that no man is justified by the law in the sight of God, it is evident. For the just shall live by faith. And the law is not of faith, but the man that doeth them shall live in them. Christ hath redeemed us from the curse of the law, being made a curse for us. For it is written, Cursed is everyone that hangeth on a tree." So what is he saying here? He's saying that when Jesus Christ went to the cross and sacrificed himself for us, he took the curse of the law upon himself for every individual who puts his faith in what he did. Now, if we go to the book of Romans, starting off in chapter 10, verse 4, it says, "For Christ is the end of the law for righteousness to everyone that believeth." Now, we're going to get to exactly what we need to believe in a second. Jump back through Romans again to chapter 3, verse 27, and it says, "Where is boasting then? It is excluded. By what law? Of works? Nay, but by the law of faith." So you see very clearly we need to have our faith put into something. You see, the Bible tells us we are saved by grace through faith, and that not of yourselves. It's not the works that you do. It's what Jesus Christ did. And we must believe in the gospel of salvation, which the Apostle Paul declares to us very clearly in 1 Corinthians chapter 15. The first 4 verses, he tells us this is the gospel, which means good news, that if you believe this, you are saved. And the context is you are saved from going to hell to pay for those sins that you committed because you were not able to keep God's laws. So what must you believe? Well, it tells us in verses 3 and 4, it's that if you believe how that Jesus Christ died for your sins. How did he do that? He shed his blood in a blood atonement by being crucified, and how that Jesus Christ is the one who did this. So who is Jesus? He is the Christ. He is God in the flesh. And that he was buried and that he rose again the third day. So God in the flesh, the only innocent and sinless being, shed his blood on that cross, died for your sins, and he was buried, and he resurrected again according to the scriptures, and he ascended back up to heaven. And whoever puts their faith in that blood and what he did for them receives the atonement. So all I ask you, my friend, is do you receive that atonement?